We're here to talk about the biggest developments that have gone down in the recruiting world, and boy, have there been a couple. So let's just get it started. 5-star wide receiver shuts it down. Chris Henry Jr. has been committed to the Ohio State Buckeyes since July 28, 2023. But on Tuesday, Ohio State fans heard the words that they have been waiting for from Chris Henry Jr. At least they've been waiting for like the last 3 or 4 months. Chris Henry Jr. announced that he is shutting it down. What does that mean? He is canceling his upcoming visits and shutting down his recruitment to outside programs. Do we believe him? I do today. So, because I do believe that the trips to Miami, USC, Oregon, they're off for now. I do believe that Chris Henry Jr. is shutting it down. I don't think at this moment he's talking with other programs. I think he is locked into Ohio State and not considering the other teams for now. Because Chris Henry Jr., he's been committed for nearly 2 years already, but for some reason this announcement feels like he just committed to Ohio State. Why does it feel like he just committed to Ohio State? Because I think things were getting very serious between Henry and Oregon. Yes, USC was involved, Miami was involved as well, but I think this whole thing happened, this whole shutdown happened because of the direction it was heading between Henry and Oregon, and I think Ohio State wanted it to stop, at least for now. It is over. His recruitment is done. He's not taking those visits for now. All right, USC steals another one from Oregon. USC, they are loading up on in-state talent, and that's a good sign that most of this class is going to stick. After the last couple of years, we got to talk about losing half of the class to decommits and flips. But doing it from within the state of California, I think, is the formula to get a majority of these guys to stick and sign with the Trojans. And this week, it was another big addition. It didn't take long for the Trojans to pounce on Tom Tupoyi after decommitting from Oregon last week. The 4-star defensive lineman from Mater Dei High School committed to the Trojans. Last month, remember, USC flipped Jonas Williams from Oregon, and the Trojans might not be done. Offensive lineman Cody Green at Mater Dei, could he be another flip? I'm not saying it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but it could be another one that USC takes from Oregon. USC currently with the number 2 ranked class in the country, only behind LSU. And then, of course, the Oregon Ducks sitting there at number 3. All right, moving on. UF beats Miami for the last recruit. What am I talking about? The Gators landed another 2025 prospect, and he was the last top 150 recruit in the 2025 class. Yes, I know it felt like the 2025 class is way over, way beyond us because early signing day was in December, but then you had the late signing day in February, and you had Javari Flowers. He's who we're talking about here. Defensive back Javari Flowers announced in early February that he was reclassifying from 2026 to 2025. His recruitment started. It was put in a microwave. We went through it real fast. Miami, Florida, Notre Dame, those ended up being kind of the final 3. Georgia was involved. Florida State was also involved. But this is a big win for the Gators because they've had a string of big wins down the stretch in 2025. Remember, they flipped defensive back Onis Conanbaty from Tennessee. They add him with Ben Hanks Jr. Now you get Javari Flowers, a really good DB class, and a really strong finish for the Gators. They are now in the top 10 for 2025. All right, last topic I want to hit on here is Notre Dame is trending for an elite wide receiver. A Fong bomb has gone in for a crucial target on Notre Dame's recruiting board. We've talked with insiders about the importance of the wide receiver position, one of the most valued recruits regardless of position, and a new prediction rolled in this week for Kadon Finley to Notre Dame. Finley's from Aledo, Texas. He ranks as a top 20 player at his position. And as we know, we talk with Mike Singer, we talk with Steve Wiltfong, Notre Dame, they're searching for a dynamic playmaker like Finley, and now that the predictions are rolling in, it sounds like they could be closing in on a massive commitment. So talk to us. I don't know if we hit on all the biggest developments. You let us know what you think about these, and if I missed anything, what are you guys tracking when it comes to college football recruiting? Let me know.